That's damn near the whole league. All right. Okay.
Time for the Miller Lite moment. All right, Reynolds will lead off the bottom of the fifth inning in the third. Very close to hitting a second homer of the season and the series.
Not close enough.
2-run double off. That's
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
Jumps on the first. Pitch fastball. Hendrick was struck out. Reynolds on Friday.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
And as we 1-2. Hendrick actually came on to face Reynolds and then got Cruz to bounce out. It's the scoreless 8th inning.
We discussed here in the run-up to this game. This is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever.
Warren goes 4, gives up 4. Allows 6 Pirates hits. Walked 1. He struck out 5.
Super Bowl. This accomplishment, something no one else has done, but he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards for the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through the pick 6 here on the game's biggest
That's 2-2.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Starting out, Hendrick. Now, O'Neal Cruz. Extra
point right down, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on a dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted.
Get your flex on.
Out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We're starting with
looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Fuck damn.
About the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it in.
I see.
Touchdown, Packers.
Motherfucker.
A Big play there. 66 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Yeah.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
I got 2 now. Joey Bart.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Struck out in this game.
Looks like these Packers want to put up a fight.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL.
Biggest day off today.
Their third-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking at him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they're going to speed things up here. And, CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the second coach in NFL history to win. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making.
That's 47.
Well, these TV matchups versus Judge have been pretty good today.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Oh.
And the third matchup begins with that third one, a big punt for Judge.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Sometimes you just can't explain it, you know. Talk about it. He doesn't throw extremely hard, but he must have a lot of deception, at least some guys. I mean, they all.
Man, disrupting timing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's taken in by Watson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in the...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Will
They tried
Anderson
Missed
able
the
to run him
next
down for a loss of 12 that time. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay,
Oh, my God.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown.
To give that right field.
Packers.
Jazz
A great
Chisholm.
effort there. 76 yards.
Double it.
And the
Can't be
Packers
running
are
the
an
first.
extra
Here's
point away from
captain.
tying up this Super Bowl.
Aaron Judge.
as a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and with 14.
2-2. He with 8 strikeouts had a 1-10 strikeout game last year against the Orioles in June. Faced the Yankees twice last season. 5 shutout innings in September. Last time he faced them.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And all the way down to the 26. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Brian Thomas, 26 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
His early career as a center fielder.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
90 right there.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this
Sure you did.
play.
Unless.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
He was many as 100 pitches once all of last year.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He's got Lewis. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second down and 6 now. They'll set up a throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Will Anderson, his second sack of the night. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long.
3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do finally get him at the 12.
83. I don't see no 83.
Play that time on the catch and run. 43 yards. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl. Second quarter action about ready to start here. Super Bowl 63. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis bringing you all the action.
The official health plan to the Pirates because life, Highmark, Blue Cross, Blue Shield.
From down
Because I ain't sure the fuck don't know.
First and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Now the pressure gets
That's
there,
right.
and it goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up
Can you hear me now?
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this week?
Fuck.
Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring
Son of a
us back
bitch.
inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
When you're in projection mode.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And maybe
That's right.
changing the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down.
Ringo!
Forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Alert, motherfucker.
And that'll bring him back within a point. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points. The end result.
Ringo!
This one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say you should have done better there.
And he returns this to the 22.
Reds finally had some offense last night. Talk about struggling offense, Cincinnati.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
Agreed.
They're playing awfully well.
Friday.
They're awfully confident right now. To me,
Agreed.
it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're
Lost
selective in
3-2 to
doing
Milwaukee.
so. Understand where you want to
Lucas
go
streak last night,
make sure it's
11-7.
open before the ball leaves your
Today
hands.
they're trailing at the
He'll be
Washington.
taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards
We
to
have two.
gain there on the
Cardinals lead
catch
here,
and run.
4-1.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one
Now,
thing.
Ben is first
As long as
time
we're
ready
there
in the
at
fourth.
catch and
He's
we
on
get guys
clock.
on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Valdez,
What?
And his throw's going to
Backs
be
out.
incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into.
Andres Gomez, who was up earlier in the Yankees.
There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall
Number
back
3-2
on.
to Tommy
Now
Pham.
2nd and 10.
He is his breakout victim. That's number 3 for Hendrick.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Davis.
And that is
Ah,
incomplete.
God.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here.
Doing the same thing.
Taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Frazier scored up with Isaiah Cannon. Barba
Back to throw again.
single.
That is caught. And
Four.
running with power here. And this
Yankee
is
scored
going
in
to
the
result in
first
another
on the
first down as the tackle's made at the
Pretty
Packers'
volatile.
28. 2
Pretty
minutes
well
gone
against Andrew
by,
Heaney.
second quarter. They'll stick
He
with the
scored
passing
twice in the
game as he
third, 2
looks to
times in the
throw.
fourth.
Oh,
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Aaron Wood watching his lefty, Brent Hendrick. He's the left-handed batter in Adam Frazier.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Still 1 and 2.
Now a carry for Allen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This is 2nd and 8.
Hendrick strikes out 3 straight. Pirates lead it 4-1.
oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
set up to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Brian Thomas, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right
This son of a bitch.
and the lead is up to 8.
Yeah.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this
We're
one
watching
away.
my game, playing the game, listening to the Pirates
We will
play.
not have a return. They'll bring
Keep
this
an
to
eye
the
on your
30. And Green Bay getting ready
Welcome,
to go as they take
handheld
the field.
computer.
One Pirates.
And after the field goal
Andrew
last
Heaney
time,
back
we'll
out
see
there.
what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive,
Yeah.
Charles.
I sound like a
I
fucking.
didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And don't strike
I
out.
wanted to end with a PAT.
Doctors.
In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan
What is
base
Space swinging?
yet that wants
Thank you
to
very
drive in with
much.
a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Who's?
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Ah, motherfuckers.
Packers. A great play there.
Garcia and Santana.
Touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back
Yep.
there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook
Couple of
a little
strikes on
bit. They can
Peraza.
tell us that. Bottom line,
Struck out 9.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
1 and 2. 20 career outings with 10 or 4 strikeouts. Heaney, 6
And they're in a
goals.
very good starting
Number
field
one,
position
two,
as
Major
he's
League
up just
lefties.
shy of the 40. The Steelers offense now, they
He's
get
got
ready to head
himself
back on the
another
field.
10
The last time out,
strikeout
they had to march almost
Daniel.
3 walk to the field for their touchdown. So here, much
Double-digit
easier,
strikeout
Charles,
games for
with his better
Anthony
starting
Heaney.
field position.
I love your sarcasm,
It's
but
a
I
Super
love
Bowl
even
look.
more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Strike 1. And only lefties with more strikeout games. 10 strikeout games. Active. There's Sale. Clayton Kershaw. Robbie Ray. Blake Snell.
to throw. He's got Thomas yet again, complete.
Next
And
pick will
he's
be his
in.
1 minute. We mentioned last inning.
Steelers.
It's one
Brian
100
Thomas
pitch
with his
game.
3rd touchdown
season
of the
last year.
Super Bowl. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their
And a
lead.
ground ball is 100
So not
pitch.
only is that his
On
3rd
1,
touchdown
2, 3
catch of the
second
game,
inning
he's
for
done it here in the
Anthony
first
Heaney.
half.
I'm not sure defensively
Boy,
what
they
they're going to
hope
come
they
up
do
with to slow
with
him
another
down
lefty.
because already
10
we're seeing him
strikeouts.
run past
Look at this
over
high-powered
through
offense
guys
with one
in
run
order to
on
make
the
these
bench.
catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game is going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
They better figure something out. And soon. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. Go down to possibly take a shot. And in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Complete. This is Lewis.
Oh my God.
And he's finally taken down.
Oh my.
But not
Grab,
before
grab,
he reaches
grab.
the 14. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his
At
way
this time,
downfield.
the Astros
That
were
was a
able to
breakdown on
make
the defensive
runs.
side of the ball.
Here to perform, God bless America. Let's welcome back Ashley Marina.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. The gridiron had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a
70 range.
I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Oh, yeah.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Oh, my God.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st
Come on. Why don't you tackle him?
Incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
It does. And you can put a lick on someone here. Come on, hit him.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here is 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime,
they're going to make me work for this.
Out of timeouts from here forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a bedroom play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And his
Ain't that a lot of picks?
It's good, and they have regained the lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Hey, look at the guy. You go right there.
That many strikeouts, first home game of the
Wait a minute.
back to 1901. Just 4 Pirates that can't come home strikeouts in his home debut.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Yeah, it's a
set
big
and ready to
marker.
rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Try to yell, hey.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way
Come
they
on, block
planned in
him.
the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard.
Oh, my.
But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down where
Okay.
they are. Here's
Hustle. Christ. Bunch of bums.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the
Get away
opening,
from
and
my
that's complete. And
damn
all
ref.
the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Agreed. Yep. Yep. That's right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 2nd and 14. He'll complete this one to Watson. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, my.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And
Okay,
just
Jamal.
as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And quickly,
Awesome, man.
they get to the line. And they'll give him another
Jeez.
shot here on the ground. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Here comes 3rd down and 7. They'll drop to throw.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he can't escape.
Why the hell
Down
did
he
it come?
goes. Looks like
Yeah.
a
Try
9-yard
something.
loss. And it also brings up 4th.
On the belt.
And again, an extra judge after both these last night.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete.
Oh my God. We made
And
it.
he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Steelers will
Little
extend
breathing
their
room.
3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Try to keep the oh my gosh. I know I'm at him. But my
And
goodness.
no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll look to throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. All right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63. And that final. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the 4th quarter here of Super Bowl 63. Back to throw now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Jeez. Harris sure can't throw the ball.
They'll look to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Madison, who the hell is this?
They're going to look to throw.
What?
Complete. This is Lewis. And the result here.
Wait a minute.
The one thing that I do like, Greg, if it were to be a like any type of situation between Santana and Baraki, or however that may work out, it's the two guys tend to throw a lot of strikes, and I think that's something that's not exactly the easiest thing to do in those 8th and 9th innings is constantly get ahead.
Okay,
So far,
whatever.
Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
All right.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Lewis. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Want to put a little pressure.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. Shreds the tackle. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Allen.
Oh my God.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be
Let
stopped
another
before he
slip
can even
in there.
get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down.
Sons of
Highlight that
bitches.
word, put it in bold. Here we go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Jesus.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over.
There's the door.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with...
Oh, what the hell happened?
Ryan
I think I could have made that run.
for the Pirates bullpen. 2 lefty hitters due up.
I think you would have caught me.
And Wells. in the ninth.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. So he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Wiley Coyote.
Because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the...
Nice.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's field it at the 8-yard line. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Screen is for the strikeout. Watching his progress closely. That's when it's called.
2nd and a couple. He's going to get it again. Just
Oh my God, suck.
The ball. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Never want to get away like that.
How's my... There.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is tackled
fighting for them
inside
yards.
the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. I think he had to.
I guess I'll kick a field goal.
He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out.
Oh, no.
Maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands.
I didn't make it.
And
Oh, no.
Here onto their 5-point
Oh,
lead.
jeez.
They'll come
Oh,
up
my
first and
goodness.
10 here.
Oh, over the top.
Back to throw. Got his man
Come on.
over the middle. That's Lewis.
Oh, my.
Working across midfield inside the 45.
Oh,
He was good as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
oh, man.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Pittsburgh Steelers have